Ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome to Anshul Jubli up against Jeka Saragih of Indonesia at UFC Fight Night, Lewis versus Spivak next month. It's been going well for you so far. The dream is kind of in front of you now. How are you feeling about this one?
I'm feeling very good, very sharp. I think body-wise, I feel the best till now. So yeah, I can say that it was my best training camp. I always say that, but I literally think because I'm growing and my last camp was also good, and I jumped to this camp right away after the fight. So I think cardio-wise and strength-wise and physically, I'm feeling very, very sharp and very good.
Have you managed to have a good look at your opponent? Do you know his strengths and where do you see yourself beating him?
Yeah. Only last night I was studying him. So before that, I haven't seen his fight, but my coaches have. But last night I studied him. Now it's only 3 weeks for the fight, so I'm going to study him. First I worked on the things what I want to do, and now I'm going to see what he can also do. So yeah, I'm watching him. He's good. He's very good. He's explosive and everything. But I don't think he's my level. I truly believe he's not my level.
Well, that's the thing. He's got 3 straight finishes in his last 3. But do you think he's faced good enough opponents like you?
No, I don't think so. There's 2 things. His opponents were not that good. Plus, his opponent were not that good, and his opponent underestimated him a little bit. A fighter is a fighter. He's a very dangerous fighter. I know that, but skill-wise and IQ-wise, I don't think he's there where I am. So it's very hard for me to think that he can beat me. He will not beat me. Where would he beat me? I'm better striker, I'm better grappler, I'm better everywhere. If I do what I need to do, I'll win this fight.
What's your biggest strength as a fighter?
I don't know. I think I'm very overconfident and I can't help it. So I think that's my superpower, and my strength is because I started this sport. I started this sport around 4.5 years ago. If I will not think like this, that I can do I can achieve so much in a year, or I can be a world champion in next 4 years, then I will not do it, because I started very late, and I think that's what I changed my mentality from the starting, because I wanted to do good in sports. So I have to go a little faster than other athletes. So that's how I think, and that's why I'm working so hard.
Who's the biggest inspiration for you in this sport in terms of fighters? Is there anyone you looked up to when you got into this?
Well, I look up to so many fighters, but I can't say there's one inspiration. But yeah, I'm waiting for Volkanovski and Islam fight. They're currently my favorite fighters. So right now I'm watching them a lot. They're very good, because it's my weight category. The fight's gonna be in my weight category, lightweight category. So yes, I can say these 2 fighters are right now my favorite fighters, or kind of inspiration.
You fought your whole career on Matrix Fight Night. What's MFN been like for you as a platform, that promotion? What's your experience been like coming up on there?
It's great. MFN, I think I am at MFN athlete till now, because I've fought my 5 fights in MFN. And the last one in Road to UFC. It's the journey was very good. I had everything. I get everything out of MFN to get this fight ready for the UFC. So I think I get the very good opponents, and all the experience I needed for the UFC. So I'm very happy with that.
Was it nice for you to? How important was it your last fight to get that win over a Korean opponent to prove that you can beat foreign opponents and that you can take things up a level?
I think it was very important. The last camp was kind of very hard for me because everyone was doubting me, and I fought in a little, anger. Everyone was doubting. Everyone was questioning that why did you take this fight and why are you fighting in road to UFC, because there's competition and the Korean fighter, the Korean MMA is so good and this and that. That fighter knocked out my last opponent. He knocked out his last fight in, I don't know, in 30 seconds, something like that. So there was this anger that I wanted to prove myself, that I wanted to prove that like, an Indian athlete who train in India can beat a foreign opponent and a Korean good high caliber opponent. So I think I proved myself also. I always knew that I'm good enough because I train in Tiger Muay Thai here in Soma Fight Club, Indonesia. I know that when I spar with these high caliber fighters, even some UFC fighters or one championship Bellator fighters, I know that I'm good enough to beat any of them. But but prove it in a stage like Road to UFC is I think a achievement for me.
What would it mean for India for you to get to the UFC and flourish?
It will mean a lot. I think it's a legacy thing for me because see, Indian MMA is still going. 5 years ago, literally, if you say I do MMA, nobody would know. So it's still growing, but now I can say if after I'll get into the UFC and do good in there, I think you'll see a lot of Indian fighters, and our wrestlers and boxers are very good. So they'll come into the UFC and will grow, and you'll see that in Indian fighters gonna be champions and top contenders in every weight category, in every promotion.
Do you see yourself finishing him? Is that what's going to happen, or does it not matter to you? Is it just essential that you get this win?
And I'll finish him. My game plan is to finish him. I'll not let this fight go into the 3 rounds. So yeah, I'm planning to finish this fight as early as possible.
Do you have a dream fight in the UFC? Like one day, one opponent that you absolutely have to face?
I haven't think about it, but no, I haven't think about it. I think until I reach the top 10, I don't know. I don't know. These fighters would be there. I wanted to fight Dustin Poirier badly. Like it's like I've dreamt about it one day. I'm fighting Dustin Poirier. Like I think 2 years back. But right now I'm too focused in my fight and my next opponent, and so I'm not thinking about these things.
Who do you think is going to win, Volkanovski or Islam?
Oh my God, that's. I think Islam should win because he's a bigger fighter, but I don't know. Volkanovski is very skilled. I think he's the most complete fighter in MMA right now. I truly believe that he's the most complete and very intelligent. His cardio is superb and his skills are fabulous. But I think because of the weight advantage and the strength advantage, Islam will take this fight.
Who's the most important fighter in the Indian MMA scene right now, would you say? Or who's the most, like, the biggest figure?
I think he's very good. His name is Anshul Jubli. I think I'm the most important fighter, and it is me who right now I think I'm gonna change the Indian MMA system. So yeah, I'm the most important I'm the only important thing in Indian MMA right now.
how do you intend to do that? What's important for you? Like, it seems like you understand all sides of the game and how important it is to present yourself. But what's your game plan to take this scene and take it to the next level and take yourself to the next level? Like, how are you going to do this?
I think the plan is simple. I need to focus on my skills and my cardio and my strength. I've been doing this for last 4 years, 4.5 years since I started MMA. I'm improving every day. I'm trying to improve my wrestling, my striking, my BJJ, every aspect of this game, plus my cardio and my strength. I'm focusing so much on strength and conditioning too, because I know in the highest level, where the skill will match my conditioning will help me a lot. So that's how I'm planning it. I truly believe that in next 3 to 4 years I can be a world champion, because when I started MMA, I thought in 5 years I'll be in the UFC. See, I'll be in the UFC in less than 5 years. So I think in next 3 to 4 years, see, I have everything. It's not like an Indian fighter lack of anything. It's just the techniques of the coaches. We don't have those coaches. See, I learned techniques from a fight. I learned techniques from when, let's say, Volkanovski uses some specific techniques 10 times in a fight. I'll be like, okay, I need to write it down and I need to learn it. But he got it from his coach who studied, for 10 years or something like that. So I think we are lacking that. But now when I'm Soma Fight Club, my coach is from New Zealand, is a superb kickboxer, super kickboxing coach. So I'm learning a lot with him and growing very fast. If you see my last fight, I look like a striker, but I started striking just 2-3 years back. So so I think that's how I'm planning it, improving every day. After this fight, I'll get into the training right away, and I'll improve and improve and improve, and soon I'll be the best in the world.
So you pick up techniques from watching fights, like you watch a Volkanovski fight and write down what you like and what you see?
All in these, I have 10 notebooks with me. See, I have two with me right now. So I always note down. I truly believe that if you note something down, if you see a technique, note something down, and then try to practice it, your brain absorb it very well. So I do it all the time, because in India you have good jiu-jitsu coaches, boxing coaches, but still the overall MMA game, how to use your wrestling and boxing and kickboxing in MMA, it's a totally different. So I see the fights and I try to copy it in my game. I do it all the time. That's my game. I think my game is a mixture of my training partners and some of the best fighters in the world. So yeah.
Awesome, mate. Maximum respect and good luck.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Andrew.